Yesterday on the Morning X, if you were listening to us, we were talking, I don't know how we got onto the topic, but we got talking about, sweaty testicles.
Right.
Yeah, weird, but
It somehow came up, and we were talking about if there really is a way to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
And Lisa, you mentioned Gold Bond powder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But apparently it doesn't really smell that great.
Oh, yeah.
That's the problem there.
Okay.
Oh.
Luckily, there are geniuses out there who think of everything. And there's a brand new product. I believe it's pronounced Balla Powder.
Okay.
But the founder of this, Brody Patton, is joining us on the X Lines. Hey, Brody, what's up?
Not much. How you guys doing?
Good. It is Balla Powder, right?
Balla Powder is a great day for Balla Powder today, isn't it?
Oh, it sure is. Let me tell you.
Wow. I could use some right now.
Okay.
Oh, Chuck.
Now, this is, how did you decide, you know what? We need to freshen up our scrotums. Let's create a product exclusively for men and their balls.
That is an excellent question. I've always used powder to help stay dry downstairs, and it's always been baby powder or, some cheap brand that I could find at the store. And I think I finally broke down a couple years ago. I went to a local drugstore, and the only thing they had available was like some pink, round, shower-to-shower crap or something like that. And I couldn't deal any longer with, sprinkling powder on my manhood from some pink bottle.
Right.
So decided to develop a new brand that was exclusively marketed towards men, that was more masculine, that had a more masculine fragrance and so forth, and came up with Balla Powder.
Now, what exactly kind of fragrance does Balla Powder have?
It's very, first of all, it's very subtle. It's not overwhelming like some of the other powders that are out there. It's kind of like we describe it as, Desert Nomad is the name. It kind of has almost a woody kind of, with like a little bit of a hint of like flower fragrance, but it's very, very subtle.
Lisa, as a woman,
Yeah.
if balls have to smell, is that something that you'd like to smell?
I guess that would be better than the alternative.
Yeah.
Let's.
I don't want to shock anyone out there that doesn't have experience with balls.
Man.
But it is not the greatest area to be smelling.
No.
We don't need
Heat
So
and
if you
sweat
can-
equal stench.
If you can freshen that baby up, you do it.
Sure.
Now, they even have their own website set up. It's called Balla Powder, Balla powder.com. And on there, you can read, for example, I had no idea that sweaty balls actually contribute to global warming, Brody.
Wow.
I knew it!
This is actually a breakthrough from our research facility.
I knew it.
You can certainly read more about on our website. Just breaking news, that's for sure.
Yeah, they've determined that sweaty balls account for 10.5% of the global temperature increase over the past 50 years.
It
Quite a
doesn't
bit.
shock me in the least bit, Dave. Now, here's the thing, Brody. Now, I had one of God's cruel jokes played on me. Well, I've had several of them, actually. But he gave me a small penis with a giant set of balls.
Yes.
And what I need to know is if it comes in, like, different sizes.
Like you have, like, perhaps a giant keg size.
Like an
where
apple
Chuck,
cider.
Chuck could actually just dip himself in.
Well, unfortunately, we do not have a giant keg size yet, but we'll certainly keep that in mind.
Well,
with our
maybe-
future products.
Maybe we can talk about a custom.
Maybe you can
something
name it
custom.
after Chuck. Chuck.
Well,
Yeah.
like a
Chuck
Chuck
balls.
free
Like
line.
The Chuck size, if you will.
The Chuck size, I like it.
I think it'll work.
Wow. Well, let's hope it works because
Guys,
I'm really interested.
If this is a problem for you, and for most guys on a day like today, it's going to be.
It's-
You could pick it up actually locally. It's available at Noir Leather
Yep.
in Royal Oak, and also online, menessentials.com.
Yep, certainly. And there's other locations in other major cities and a couple other online retailers as well, all listed on our website.
I think the main thing to keep in mind here, guys, is that if you actually want a woman to go down there on a day when it's going to feel like 110 outside,
Yeah. Wow.
you're going to need to powder those boys up.
Well, it's one of those things, too, that a lot of guys just never think about doing. But once you actually use powder and get over the idea of doing so, it really is very comfortable and helps you stay dry. And it's hard to live without it once you do it for a little bit. So
Yeah, I
great.
can't wait to powder my boys up.
Wow. I can't wait to have fresher balls. Brody Patton, the genius behind Balla Powder, joining us on the X Lines. Thanks a lot, Brody.
Thank you.
All right.